Hi friends, this is the second video tonight. I put a different hat on so I can locate it on the list of videos when I put it on YouTube. It may not be too becoming, but I think it's kind of cute. I really do. We're talking about, is it too late to start over? 76 years old. I turned that age on January the 13th, and I was born in 1949. I was wanting to become a singer, a songwriter, a poet, and I almost made it as a poet. I sold about 100,000 poetry books. I want to say worldwide, but it was only in the English speaking countries, in England and Canada and places like that. For some reason, South Africa comes to mind, but we're talking about 1967. No, that's when I graduated from high school. Uh, when I put out the first book, 1969. It's called When Twilight Begins. And it took off and sold out. And I didn't put out another book till a year or so later. It was called I Believe in Love. Neither one of those were more than 1,000 copies. And then I put out Touching You, Touching Me. And stole the title from the album by Neil Diamond. You can't copyright titles, so I used that and I went through 7 printings. I was constantly having the printer run another print run and another print run. And I was always changing the covers too. I don't think I have one handy, but I would show you the progression of the first one and the last one. Went through 7 printings. Came out with other books like Loving You and Searching for Someone. They all did well. And when people wrote to me, and they wrote me fan letters. And when they wrote to me, I always responded the same day. And sometimes I sent them a free poetry book. That was the good old days. We're talking about the 1970s at this point. The first book was 1969. Then we went into the 70s, and I was trying to put out a book about every 9 months. And I was invited to speak at bookstores. I remember going to Florida and speaking to a college down there, and uh, a few other colleges. The English department is what was uh, inviting me to speak. Let me have a little Coke here. And there wasn't much there to sell books to students, but I went around to the bookstores in the cities, showed them my books, and some of them took a order. I took an order of some and kept reordering after that. Uh, Florida was the number one place I was selling books because a lot of my poems were about the beach, falling in love on the beach, and all that stuff. If anybody wants a list of my books, feel free to contact me, and I'll be glad to give you a list and cut the price in half. Cut the price in half. That means $5 or $6 is per book, something like that, plus a little shipping. If you want to contact me, I'll make it real easy. You know my name, Jim Wortham. It's P.O. Box 40. Just put P.O. Box 40, Madison, Indiana, not Madison, Wisconsin, Madison, Indiana. Zip code 47250. 47250 zip code. And if you like a book or two and don't have change, pocket change, I'll find some books to send you for free. So that's the type of guy I am. I'm not in this for money. Now, this whole venture or video is about, should I continue writing at my age? The last book I published, my gosh, I published 4 books about 4 years ago. They're on Amazon. You'd have to look under my name, Jim Wortham. And you'll see a lot of the older books, but you'll see 4 new books about the same year or two with beautiful covers. And they'll be about $10 or so, $9.95. But if you use that address and contact me, I'll probably cut them in half, the price in half. And this video is not about selling my books. It's about, at my age, at 76, should I continue writing? Should I continue publishing books? Will people care to read my books when there's so many thousands or millions of books being published? And how would I build up a new audience? I had an audience then that was pretty big because there weren't many poets publishing. Now you can put number of poetry books on Amazon, on Google, and you'll see why it's very difficult to want to begin again. I would have to go to all the social media sites, Instagram in particular, and everything else. Facebook. Facebook is full of poetry. So I've got my stuff. If you look at my Facebook, you'll see there'll be poems there, and they're free, of course. So why should people buy books? That's how it goes, I think. I could be totally wrong. I could be giving myself short change here, thinking I'm too old to do it again. And it could be that if I did it again, I would do it better, and I'd sell more than 100,000 books. And they'd invite me down to Florida again, Cocoa Beach. That's all I wanted to share. Didn't want to keep it too long. But I've got the time, I've got the change, pocket change to publish again. I have to learn some new skills, social media in particular. But I ain't dead yet. If you like this, feel free to say you hate it or you like it. If you like my style of communication, feel free to hit the subscribe button because you never know what I'm going to do next. I just did one on Tom T. Hall, the singer, and his song called Harper Valley PTA, which is a killer of a song. I just did that about 10 minutes ago. Bless you all. Tune in again. See you later.